interesting to debt, I think this must be also an interesting space to look at and watch. For example, we have lots of debt funds in Western Europe, but not so much so in southeastern countries, so maybe that's a point for the panel to elaborate. Admittedly, this is a point that we're looking at in terms of how a debt fund could provide liquidity on the debt side in these markets, in Greece, in the absence of any substantial amount of supported debt from the banks. So turning back the question to the panel, how much is playing on the debt side coming from private debt funds?
I've personally not seen, correct me if I'm wrong guys, but I haven't seen the Promericas or the M&Gs or the Longbows or the Douays or the DRCs as they are. LaSalle, I've not seen them do a deal. I'm probably definitely wrong, but I've not seen them do a deal in Southern Europe on debt.
So what would you reckon is the key reason for holding back from that? In your opinion, I'm speculating here, of course. But
it's generally the enforcement rules in the jurisdictions they're targeting. So LaSalle, M&G, I know that they're specifically looking at the UK and Germany and perhaps into the Nordics, but that's
You're referring to the mezzanine slices or the
senior debt funds?
Right.
Yes, funds.
I guess there's a difference. So when it comes to mezzanine, I guess you're right. It's having a second mortgage in this country might be coming, of course, twice as hard.
When they were set up, I don't think they needed to go that far. Just trying to make their returns. Of course, now the newer fund will start targeting that, but
yeah. Starwood has just been whispered from the audience. I think Starwood may well have been looking, and I think Cerberus may have done some loan to own stuff. Actually, now I think about it, in Spain, because both Starwood and Cerberus have US quoted debt funds, listed debt funds, and they can use those to put some of their NPLs, recycle them, restructure them and put them into, so I think actually those two may have done some stuff in Spain, but the lending we've seen is really the investment banks, Deutsche, Credit Suisse, Merrill. It's these guys who are providing loans at 450 over in these markets at the moment. I've not seen much domestic debt.